Today I want to do a quick unboxing and demonstration of this new Bluetooth speaker, the Music Angel, that I just received off of Amazon. Now, this Bluetooth speaker I found kind of interesting because I have a number of Bluetooth speakers, and when I first saw this, the design reminded me sort of the JBL Flip and similar speakers, where the bass radiators would be on the ends and the drivers would be on the center. And what's interesting is that on this speaker, when I started looking at it on the Amazon site and then Googling around, it's actually the opposite. The drivers are on the end and the bass radiators in the middle, and it's only 26 bucks, and I decided to pick one up to see how it sounds, to see if that design gives any advantages compared to some of the other ones that look similar but are designed differently. So quickly opening here, obviously I've already opened this, but it's got a nice sort of gift box, nice and white. It's got a plastic cover for protection, and then we have the device itself. And a quick rundown of some of the features on this Music Angel. It's, like I said, it's got the drivers on the sides, which is kind of innovative, I think. And they're listed when I searched around at 52 millimeters, which is sort of large for a small Bluetooth speaker like this. I don't know, looking at them, if they, are 52 millimeter. When I look at it, there's a little bit of a rubber or plastic surround that I'm not sure is part of the actual speaker. It looks like it might be. It could be a 45 millimeter, whatever. The point is that they're fairly large for a small speaker like this. It's 8 watts of total power, 4 watts per speaker. In the center is where the bass radiator is, and you can see the membrane through the mesh here. That's sort of located inset a little bit, and then they've got a hole to let the sound out. Some of the other features are it can be used as a speakerphone, like a lot of these Bluetooth speakers. It's also got an SD TF card slot, which is nice. A lot of speakers don't have this. So you can play music directly off of your card just by sliding it in there. It's got an 1800 amp hour battery, and it's rated to last, I believe, about 12 hours. Now, I have not tried it for 12 hours. I got about 4 or 5 hours, I think, maybe 6 hours before I had to recharge it, but I was playing it at a decent volume. The speaker does get pretty loud. It's one of the louder small speakers that I've seen that are this small, that are able to retain its sound without getting tinny. It's got a decently full-body sound. It doesn't have a bass that's going to rumble you off the table because it doesn't have a gigantic passive radiator, but it's enough that it sounds full, and the large drivers on the side actually give it some punch. And I think you'll see when I play some music now that it's a decent sounding small speaker, especially for the price. You're not going to expect, at this price range in the mid 20s or up to 30 bucks or whatever, something that's super high fidelity that's going to give you, incredibly hard hitting bass with highs through the roof. But it's got decent treble, it's got decent bass. The mid range is probably its strongest point. It's very solid. It's great for vocals. And so let's turn this on right now, and we'll pair it up. And I'm going to play you 2 selections. One is a compilation.
Bluetooth is powered on. Waiting for device connecting.
This is one annoying
Bluetooth
thing.
Paired.
Is you get this this voice every time you turn this on. There's no way that I know of turning it off. But I'm going to play you a selection of songs, some clips from just under 10-second clips from some popular songs and movie soundtracks, and then I'm going to move on and also play a longer selection from a dance track. And so let's see if I can bring this up here.
Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like love is fire gun. We need someone to lean on. Love is fire gun. All we need is somebody to lean on. I wanna be needing your love. I just wanna be deep in your love. And it's gonna be when you're away.
All right, so there you go. That was my short clip of popular and movie themes, and so now I think you see it. It's a fairly decent sounding speaker for the price. It gets pretty loud. That was about 3/4 volume. I mean, if you put it all the way up, you might get a touch of distortion, mostly with the bass, but not too much. It's actually it's pretty clean throughout. I'm gonna just play another. This is more of a dance track, and I'll put this on just so you hear, one song continuous, and pay attention to the bass, and also pay attention if it comes across. I mean, you should be listening to this on headphones, because I'm recording this with a stereo mic here, and listening to it on a computer or on speakers, you're probably not going to really be able to tell how this sounds. But I think if you wear headphones, you get a better idea of the bass response and how full body the sounds like. And also you can kind of get a sense of the stereo effect, the fact that these speakers are shooting off in opposite directions, and that there's probably some DSP involved or something, because you can definitely hear some placement of instruments, and the way the treble is, unless it's just an illusion of when I'm listening to it. But it doesn't sound mono. It doesn't sound just kind of stiff. There's sort of a space to the sound and a depth to it, which is nice for something this cheap. Even though, granted, it's not the highest fidelity. It doesn't have thumping bass, and it's not going to give you that rumble from a gigantic speaker or from the larger bass radiators or subwoofers on some of the more expensive speakers. But it sounds pretty good. So here's another clip. Of a punch to it for such a small speaker, and overall I like it. I'm going to be definitely keeping this one and not sending it back to Amazon, to the Amazon graveyard. And if you like it, I've got a link below that I'm going to put to buy it on Amazon. And please also visit my site and discuss it further at bluetoothspeakerforum.com. And I'll see you guys soon.